Good day, my loves. Good day. So I'm posting my first video, and it actually cut off on me. But when I went back to see where it cut off at, it cut off at the perfect time, right? So I'm gonna take that as a sign as to move on, because I forgot what I was saying, but clearly what I was saying was not needed to be said. And so I was in there watching videos and stuff, and remembering what my first video was about, because there was a lot more I wanted to say. But one thing is when you're listening, I wanted to give you this and make you aware of what is going to happen in your life and what is going to transpire. And I'm gonna pick up my speed in my speech. I talk slow, which is not my normal speed, only because I'm conscious of what I am saying. But what I'm about to say right now is going to come straight off the top of the dome, only because I went through it myself and I am still currently going through it. So if you've come to my channel, thank you for coming. Thank you to all my subscribers. I know I don't say it enough, but I am very grateful to the 11 subscribers that I have right now. I hope that anything that I say, you take it with a grain of salt and you just apply it to your life. Apply it to any situations that you may be facing, going through, or you're getting a feeling of, and you're like, okay, am I going crazy? I'm here to tell you, no, you're not going crazy. You're just tapping into a God-given gift, which is your intuition. We all have it. Some of ours is stronger than others, but you need to start listening to that voice, to that doubt, even if you can't understand it. And that's where I went wrong, where my hardest lessons came in, because I would hear things and I would know things, but but because I didn't have tangible evidence, I didn't have proof, I didn't have something that they did or said, then I would ignore it, okay? That was one of the worst things I could have done, but it was the best thing, because now it brought me to this space where I lean only on God's understanding and my interpretation of it. If I need an additional interpretation, then I seek the knowledge myself. I'm not saying I will never ask another person or that I will not seek counsel, but I will use my discernment first. And 9 times out of 10, we know what we are supposed to do. Everything that we are supposed to do or needs to be done is already within us. God has given it to us. He's also given people the knowledge to help us along the way, and that's when we are unsure of ourselves. But if we take the time to sit still and listen and look and learn and observe and pay attention, all of it is there. All of it is there. Not saying never to trust anybody else, but through this journey, when you're on your spiritual journey and you're trying to find God, and in the process you're going to find yourself, you will learn that you are your best source of information. God does not give us anything that we cannot handle or equip to handle. He will send help along the way. Absolutely, absolutely. He will send help on the way. Your spiritual guides will send help on the way. Everybody that is for you here in the spiritual world and there in the physical world. I say what I said. They have your back. They want you to win. And when I say win, I don't mean win at playing somebody or win at trying to get over on anybody. No, they want you to win at this game of life. They want you to recognize who you are. That is the win. All that other stuff is the cherries on top, okay? But what I am learning is when you are being obedient to God, it kind of looks crazy to the people watching you, okay? It looks crazy to them. For one, when you know it's God and it's not the devil, and if you're too spiritual for those terminologies, then you know it is the positive energy that surrounds us and not the negative energy that surrounds us. You know it is the good that resides in you. I don't care how small it is, there is still good in you versus the bad that's in you. Because if you are an adult watching this, your upbringing may have a lot to do with why you see things in a negative light. You're going to have to unpack your own baggage to figure out when, where, why, how, and what's. Okay, but once you do, there's freedom in that. It's going to be a struggle though, because we're learning ourselves over again. And in the process of learning ourselves over again, we're having to unlearn the stuff that we are accustomed to and are comfortable with. That's i.e. drugs, that's i.e. alcohol, that's i.e. sex, that's i.e. bad habits that hinder you from making progress. Okay? But this message is just to let you know the reaction you're going to get when you start listening to your inner voice, listening to the voice of God, listening to the things you know are right to do to get you on a path and where your dreams really want you to be. Because that is where you're supposed to be. The gag is, thank you, Kiki Palmer, is that there are going to be a lot of obstacles to prevent you from doing that because they feed off of your energy when you are in a low vibing place, when you are living in your soft note, when you are in deep in those bad habits, when you are not focused on your goals, when you are not doing the things to your body that are pleasing, that will help you along the way. Eating healthy fruits and vegetables, the herbs are thy healing. Thank you, Dr. Sebi. Those types of things. When we are not doing that, understand there are forces, whether you believe them or not, whether you believe in God or not. Understand they are forces. I don't care what you call them. Give them your own names, okay? We are new to this, but this is not new. They have been given names centuries and centuries and centuries. So whatever you know them to be, if you are an atheist, you may learn something on this channel. It may bring in some clarity for things that may be happening in your life that you have no clue on, especially if you are like me. And I do have to mention that because for 25 years, I was on the path. I was not confused. I knew what I wanted. And I went for it, and I achieved it. According to my family, I accomplished things that no one in our family has ever done. I never looked at it that way until they brought it to my attention. It was what I wanted to do. I felt like everybody was doing what they wanted to do, honestly, authentically. I really did. I thought everybody said what they wanted to say. I did. Why would they not? Why would they not, right? That's the question. But it's not for you to answer why would they not. It's not. And I can tell you that's not what your purpose is because I did that. I found out why not. And I realized it has nothing to do with me personally. It has everything to do with them. So if I can give you a shortcut, a cheat sheet, cheat codes, realize that whatever they're doing to you has nothing to do with you, especially if you are or have been in support of them, if you love them unconditionally, meaning they've done crap shit to you, but you still love them and you still showed them and you still told them and you still did for them and you still showed up and showed out for them. Well, maybe now is the time for you to pull that back, especially if they're still not doing it in return after you said, done, did all that stuff. Not saying to stop loving them, but what I am saying is stop showing up for people that don't show up for you in the way that you desire and have explained to do so. If you said it, if you've showed it, If you've done it and it's still not coming back to you from the people that you have around you, then it's time that you stop. Stop. Stop giving your advice. Stop giving your energy. Stop giving your time. Stop giving your money. Stop giving your voice. Stop giving your opinion. Stop giving it. That's not saying you don't love them any less. That's just saying, you know what? I'm going to take that energy that I was pouring into someone that does not know how to pour back into me or does not want to, whatever, and I'm going to pour it into myself. And that is hard. Why? Because that is you directing that energy to yourself, and you've not been bred to do so. But now is the time. You can change your programming. I promise you can. You can change it. You can change it. No, you're not neglecting them. I dealt with that type of guilt as well, but understand you was bred to feel that guilt as well. Why is it so difficult for you to understand, and overstand?